Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. We're doing a few light things around the farm today, so I thought I would film it while we're at it, and got a little surprise coming for you guys here in a little bit too. So anyway, you remember this knockoff gator that I bought? My wife and I bought? Good morning.
Good morning.
I had it in the shop a couple weeks ago and changed oil and did some stuff and just checking it out. And well, there was a couple of things that I needed to get and do. First off, we needed a new air filter. This one, the seal was all boogered up and it's pretty dirty. So I had ordered one of those and got it. We're going to put the new air filter on. We'll start with that. It goes in here, which is under the seat in the platform, which is why it's off, and we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, the air filter's in. I changed the oil a couple weeks ago, so that's all good. Now, in order to get to that stuff, you have to take the little bed seat thing off here. And there's some lights in that, and you would think that, you know, you would put a connector in to disconnect those lights so that you can get in there easier. But no, they don't do that. And somebody has already ripped it apart and fixed it once. I managed to rip the other side apart when we took it off the first time. So that's what those wires are there. But they had also already been broken, and I just pulled the splices apart. So that's no good. That's not good. But as I was buying an air filter, I also bought these, a packet of connectors. Now we got to splice them in, but at least we'll be able to disconnect it in the future when it needs to come apart again. Okay, well, we have 3 green wires. One of them has a yellow stripe. That one's got to be ground. And then we got a blue and a brown. I'm not sure what each one of those 4 does. So I was trying to get the test light out to test, and none of them do anything. Like, I don't think any of our rear lights have been working. So now we got to try and find a fuse. You know what's super frustrating? When you're trying to track down a problem, you spend a bunch of time trying to track down a problem because you can't figure out what the problem is. Turns out your tools are bad. Negative, positive. No lighty. The test light is broken. Jeez. Boy, I tell you, one thing after another. I found a different test light, a better one, that works. And I figured out what the brown and the blue wires do. I still don't know what the 2 unmarked green ones do. So I thought, well, let's test the light. Let's see what happens when we put power to them. Frigging nothing. Nothing works at all on this light. Like, even the brown and the blue wires that I know are tail and turn signal don't work hooked directly to 12-volt battery or to the wires coming out of there. Like, I think my light is bad. Come on. Nope. The light's not bad. It was wired wrong. So whoever ripped this apart the first time put it back together wrong. Yeah, we still got to figure out what they do on this side. But the green wires on the plug side are both the ground. So when you take it apart, you can see the wiring schematic there. And you can see quite clearly, green wires go to ground, yellow is H, L is, or brown is to the L, which that's a high and a low. That's their tail light, brake light, turn signal. And then, or maybe no, the blue one is the turn signal. And the other green wire is the ground for that. So, okay, so now I know how it needs to be wired. Now I just have to figure out what all of these ones do. Remember it. And, yeah, so I need to know what this green with the yellow stripe does. Okay. You guys remember when I said I had a surprise for you? There's the packaging. Yeah. We got it. We got our new spray drone. I told you I was going to get one. I didn't know when exactly, but yep, here it is. Time to actually do some paperwork and get my licenses in place now. But now I have motivation. All right, we're going to go check that thing out in a minute. We were talking to these guys, just learning a little bit. They're going to come back and do a full training with us. These are the same guys we got our fuel trailer from. So, yeah, again, I'll talk about why we bought the drone from them and not the other guy that I did drone stuff with in a minute. But I said the other day that we had some updates to do to our fuel trailer. They came to get it and gonna take it and do all of that stuff. So the Boss fuel trailer here, fancy electric jack. These guys here, go check them out, especially if you need a fuel trailer. Okay, now everybody's gone. Let's talk here for a minute. So, yes, we bought a drone sprayer, spray drone. This is a DJI Agris T50. And I'm pretty excited for this. So it has a 10.5 gallon tank on it. We'll learn a lot more about how it works and all of that stuff next summer. It's going to be a while before we use it. We've got 3 batteries. This is the battery for it. They're quite large. Anyway, we'll leave it in there. We've got the generator to charge the batteries, the cooling box, and the cord to hook up to the generator and all of that. We've got batteries for the controller. The controller's in the office. I should go check on that. All the stuff. So anyway, that's that. Now, I bought this drone from Finn & Co. I think they're out of Sturgis, Michigan. They're the same people we got the fuel trailer from. And, yeah, we did that because, one, he's been good to work with before with me on the fuel trailer and stuff. I knew he had sold drones and had been talking to him before. Some of you may remember back in September, I went down and visited with a drone guy in Ohio, Trust Services, Thomas there, and he's a great guy. I had no problem working with him, but he's quite a bit farther away than what Jared is here, and like I said, I already kind of started working with Jared on this anyway, so that's why I bought it from him. He's been super helpful. They do a lot of custom spraying and stuff as well, and if you guys are looking for a drone and you're in the southern Michigan, northern Indiana, northwest corner of Ohio here, highly recommend you check them out and talk to them. Here's the controller. It's doing a firmware update. That's what we're waiting on. Anyway, if you're in central Ohio or eastern Ohio or wherever, that Trust Services, those are good guys too, and they can certainly help you out. So anyway, that's where we're at with this drone thing. We've got a big learning curve. Basically, it's motivation to actually get the paperwork and the licenses and everything done that I need to do. I've been dragging my feet on getting my Part 107 license and doing all the rest of it. And this basically says, all right, time to go. You got to do it now or not going to get done and you're not going to be able to use it. So we're going to have to start working on that. One of the things, the reason that we did it just now instead of waiting is because in order to get some of the exemptions that we need, you have to have a tail number. In order to have a tail number or a registration number, you have to have a drone with a serial number. And so having it now, I have a serial number. I can fill it in on all the paperwork, get that mailed in, get a registration number. Once I get that and my 107, then we can start the exemption process. Process takes 6 months at least, or about. And so I wanted to get it started now so we'll be able to use it next spring. All right, now we got to figure out where we're going to put this thing and store it. But yeah, there it is. Pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to get back to my project over here. Hi, Brayson. How are you?
Oh, hi.
Hi, Cousin Parker. So I figured out what all the wires. Don't pull on that, please. And we got a connector put in there, so now we can actually take it apart. So yeah, the yellow wire was the turn signal or breaker, whatever. But anyway, basically the 2 greens are both grounds. I just did them to the red and black. I know it doesn't match, but all the other colors match then on my connectors, and they work. So I just got to go do the other side, and then we'll put this back together and be done with it. I think we got our lights all put back on and ready to go. So we're going to take her for a test drive. Plus we got to go back to our house and check on some stuff. Close the door. Drive forward. Drive forward a little bit. Push the brakes. Oh no! That side's not lighting up. Push it again. Turn the lights on.
Like this?
I don't know. Turn the lights on.
It is on.
Push the other one. Oh no! Turn the turn signal on.
It is on.
Turn signal. The other button, the switch with the arrows. Ah, that side doesn't work. I don't know why. We'll check it later. Well, that's a bummer. They were worked. I mean, I didn't test the light, but I tested the wires and they worked. I'm sure I got it wired right. Maybe I don't have the plug pushed all the way together or something. I don't know. Well, I was cleaning up some of this drone stuff here, and I got it moved to where we could unfold a little easier and take a look at this thing. It is massive. This thing is just enormous. Yeah, looking forward to being able to run it. It's going to be a while. I'm not going to see it fly for a long time, but we've got it. We'll be ready for it for next year, so pretty darn cool. Good morning again. Day 2 of this video. So it's Friday, day after Thanksgiving. We had our family Thanksgiving stuff earlier today. If you missed my cooking video and that interests you at all, go check that out. But yeah, it's not before Thanksgiving anymore. So now that means we can put Christmas lights up officially. It, however, is very cold and going to stay that way for a while, so that's not going to make this real fun. It's super windy today and no sun as well, so makes it even colder. But I'm dressed for it, and we're going to see if the man lift will start. It's out here, the boom lift. I'll take that down and put some of the lights up around my house if I can. I also need to get the star up on our big bin up there, plugged in, and replace any bulbs that need it, and go through that. I think the wires are getting to be in pretty bad shape. We might have to put new stringer on. It's been up there for a long time, so wouldn't be the end of the world, but we'll see. I don't know if we're going to get to that one tonight. Well, this has been sitting here for a while. Let's see what happens. It's not dead. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's not a good sign. It's just cold. It'll go. Come on. Might have to get a can of ether. Let's go get some ether. Well, shoot. It's not wanting to go. And I'm about got the battery dead. I put quite a bit of ether up that air cleaner there, and it's dying. Dang it! It's cold. Shoot. Well, might have to worry about this another day. Well, I can put this star up on my barn here with the scissor lift. We don't need the boom lift for it, so we'll just have to bring it out that door. I'll get this out here, and we'll get that up anyway. There we go. I got a couple of hooks here that just hangs there. Now we gotta put the lights back how they go. It's like just on the bottom is the only spot that it's bad. And we'll get our cord plugged in. There. We had one bulb and 2 clips that were broken. Got those fixed. That one's good to go. These are all the lights for the house. House Christmas lights. These are the ones I think for the front of the barn. They're much easier to put up with a boom lift. I'm gonna have to get that one started. Oh well. And then I was looking, I've got a whole roll of empty stringer lights here. Leftover stuff from last year. And then over here in this box, chest or whatever, I've got a bunch of green wire stuff down in there left from my old house. So some of that can be used on the star down at the farm, rewire it. Aha! I win! We had quite a fight. I put the charger on so we could work on it. We used most of a can of ether up, but she's running on her own power now. I'll let her sit there and run for a minute and warm up. Holy cow, is it windy up here? Hey look, it works, kind of. I'm rethinking that we need new stringers, some new wire. We just need a few bulbs and some zip ties, I think. There's a bunch of burned out bulbs, which these are incandescents, so I have a whole bunch of them. I'm trying to use them up, kind of. But yeah, I do have LED lights I should put in there, but like I said, I got a bunch of these incandescents from when I switched my house over from incandescent to LED, and so I'm trying to use up all the old ones, but looks like we could use about 15 bulbs, and we need a few zip ties to re-secure some wires where they need to be, and we'll call her good enough. Probably not coming back up here tonight. We'll worry about that tomorrow. Well, driving this down the road at almost dark is not the smartest thing I've ever done, but after this car goes by, I won't see another one, so it'll be fine. Look, there's the star down there. Ugh, stop bouncing. It's not that dark. Come on, phone. I don't know why it's saying it's so dark. It's not. Now we made it. We waited too long to get started today. It's dark. We're going to just park it inside here for tonight and work on this tomorrow. But we were going to need this down here for working on the ceiling anyway, so good thing to do. Well, it's another day, another cold, windy morning. We're starting to hang some Christmas lights though. I got these C7 stringer lights that we've got here with blue and green bulbs. I don't know, that's what we like, so that's what we've got. So they just clip on, and we're just working our way all the way around the front side and the north side of the house here. All right, well, all the lights are up. I suppose I better get a cord and plug them in to make sure they all work before I put the man lift away. But I've got about 10 minutes until a football game that I'm going to watch starts, so we gotta hurry. Well, there was 3 or 4 of them that were just loose. The bulbs weren't bad, but they had come loose in the process of taking them down, storing them, and putting them back up. So got them tightened up. We're gonna put the lift back in the barn here and go watch our Buckeyes beat the crap out of Michigan. Please, please. After that, we'll either go maybe fix the lights on the Star or put the ones up on the seed warehouse here that I got to do yet. Well, that sucked. I've been rather supportive of Coach Day over the last 4 years. I'm not supportive anymore. Fire Day. That was a horrendous display of coaching. And yeah, I have no confidence in him anymore. And do it before the playoff, if they even still make the playoff, which I don't know if they should. Fire the coach. Anyway, let's hang some more Christmas lights, shall we? Ah, getting too close. Let's see. There we go. These clips are getting pretty weathered. And I'm breaking a bunch of them. So they're a couple years old now. They do that. And the bottom breaks off. Fortunately, I've got a bunch of new ones, but I'm going to have to buy some more for next year if this is going to be the way that they are. Being cold doesn't help either, I'm sure. Come on. Probably break a new one. There we go. Yeah, not even close. Ah, there. That one light bulb is crooked. We got to fix it on our way back. See it? That one. All right. Oh, we got to get them plugged in. I got a photocell timer for these ones. I just need an extension cord to get from the eave down to the ground. Good news. They all work. Cool. All right. Well, these are done. Now we got to go finish fixing the Star at the farm. Put my main lift away. Why is it that the one on top always burns out and I can't quite reach it? That's all right. We're getting there. All right, I don't know how many bulbs we replaced, but it was a bunch. Count them up, they're in my pocket. But it's all good. They're all on. They're all zip tied on about where they're supposed to be. They're not perfect, but it'll be fine, especially from the road over there. So I do have another photo cell timer thing. We're gonna stick that in here and head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, not that one, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We had 13 bad bulbs. Well, there's the lights on the seed warehouse. They look good. Oops. We've got strobe effect on the light on the bin. The light comes on and then it trips the photo cell and it turns it off. I forgot. We got to reposition that. All right. The light on the seed, or the star on the seed warehouse looks good. And there's the lights on the house. They look nice. I decide whether I want to leave the landscape lights and the soffit lights on. Shut them off with the Christmas lights. I might shut the soffit lights off. I don't think we need those. And then we might put some more lights on. Oh, there's a tree over there or some stuff. I don't know. The columns on the porch. We'll see. They look good. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this one. Pretty exciting with that drone. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a while before you guys see it fly, but we got some motivation to get the paperwork done now and get the licenses in place to actually fly it. So, and we got the stuff that we need to do that. So that's good. Christmas lights are up, and yeah. Bummer on my football game, but it is a college football game and in no way directly impacts my life other than having to listen to a bunch of arrogant, over pompous jerks. Whatever. You heard me. It's fine. I'll give you one day. We're moving on. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.